Well, hello there, and welcome back in Space Engineers Never Surrender Retake. Oh boy, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while, I know. Unfortunately, last weekend my father came to visit, and I wasn't feeling all too well during the week. I've been having these massive migraines, so I didn't get around to recording, but I've been doing quite a bit of work here, and we also had the economy to update. And with that, there was a special on all the DLCs that I was missing. So I just went ahead and got all of them. So we can finally do all the building and then also use the different paint schemes over here, which is freaking fantastic. So I've gone ahead with the carbon fiber one, just because I really like the look of this. So we're gonna go with the black and white paint scheme. And then also, now that I see this pink color, let me just go outside real quick. If we go to the top side, I've got the solar panels not painted yet. I'm gonna have to do this for the moment. I just want to get this camera broken down. And then let's go and paint this entire structure in pink, and then go and just change the color to black for this, as well as the hinge here at the back, because I don't want this to be drifting away. So that should be perfect. We're going to be breaking this down, and then we'll start breaking down this section over here. There's nothing inside basically, except for one large hydrogen tank, and I still need to go and add the armor over this side. So a couple of things that I didn't get around to because I was doing some cosmetic things here. We also got the two hangars for our little bugger ships. And then we're going to be changing a couple of these button panels here as well. May as well close it up for now. And then this room, a couple of things that I want to change, so I didn't do anything over there. But the first thing we really need to do is come and get the O2H2 generator. And we're going to be doing them in white color. Just get it flipped the correct way. Then let's go with white. So I'm going to be adding 6 below and then 6 on the top section here. Oh bugger, that was incorrect. I'm going to have to cut this down. Also needed to find another building repair system that actually worked, because the one that I had in the mod list didn't work after the update. But everything's fine now. It's looking good. Alright, so I'm going to start with this room first. There's too much black over here, so let's just go up into the air and just go and paint it along the edge. And then we'll just add 2 more blocks there in the corner after I remove these programmable blocks, because they also need to be moved to the other room. Yeah, I think that should be good. Just go and grind this down real quick. Gonna leave the Easy's inventory and the auto LCD running for the moment, just because I'm using the screens here and I would not like them to cut out. Then we're just gonna go over to this block and then do the same thing. Yeah, I'm not even gonna remove that little bit of asteroid sticking out there at the back. That is fine. So with the new DLCs here, we got the inset LCD. I want to be using that. We also got a hollow LCD, transparent one. Then we also got these curved LCD panels, or sloped one, and the billboard and billboard round. So there are quite a few more new options to use, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm just going to cut and paste this. Just going to remove this side, and then this is going to be the refinement room. Don't worry, it's going to be closed off via the LCD as soon as we get it placed down in here. So this just needs to be flipped up the correct way, and then I want the LCDs to be in black since it's part of the wall there. Just need a bit more material. There we go, good. Alright, no issues at all. We just need to go and rename this to LCD with the exclamation marks. Copy and paste it there. And that should be done. And we just have to adjust the text size. I don't want it to be too big, because there is quite a few more material that I would be able to get Because I've been trying to find uranium like crazy and I just haven't had any luck at all trying to actually find it. I've been taking so many directions. Just look at that. All the asteroids that I actually managed to visit with absolutely no uranium anywhere to be found. It would be nice if we could get that done. No, I didn't select my power commands. Oh, bugger. Okay, so let's just go out and then it's going to be power time. Then we got power state. Then we're gonna add cargo. Let's do tanks hydrogen. And then we also need to add in tanks oxygen. And I think that's all we really need. Let's go with a greenish color for this. Well, even the yellow should be fine. Just need to drop the text size a tiny bit more. That should be good. So we got 7 hours of power time left. It's because the solar panels are still up and running until they get cut down. So just this one to remove. Oh, thank goodness the LCDs are sorted out. Hopefully it looks a bit better than having the large screens there. And then this is gonna be components, so let's make it... I've got no idea, let's just do it in a blue color. That's fine for now. Yeah, we got 2.2 million ice, we got a bunch of platinum, cobalt and silver with magnesium to refine. I just grabbed it along the way. We may as well use it to do some more ammo. But it's crazy how little platinum you actually get from the amount that I've been grabbing. Got a civil signal flying a bit too close for comfort over there. But yeah, I think that looks good. And then let's just do these 2 blocks on this side as well. Just for our little computer section. Yeah, that's good. How far is the production with this in anyway? 90%. I would really like to get a gravity generator up and running. So then I definitely want to copy this as well. Then let's break it down. Because that's just my inventory manager. You know what? I may as well just break down the auto LCD as well. Gonna need to find something to put in the corners. Oh no. We're gonna have to get rid of that spat pirate beacon signal. It's gonna bring his buddies in close here. Let me just go and remove him. I have to say those spat little drone things are so freaking annoying. Yeah, we still got a bunch more to cut down. Oh man, I just made it. Cut the jetpack a little bit too early. But anyway, we need to continue with programmable blocks. Let's take a look here. I'm going to use the automatons one. I just prefer them. Let's see, it needs to be 2. And then I'm just going to add another 2. And then this is where the interesting part is going to be. We need to add the blocks here. How do I want to do this? I'm going to have to grab some energy first, I guess. Don't want to die and lose my fancy new buffs that we got there. Speaking of buffs, we add 110% for maximum health, welding speed and grinding speed, 104% for movement speed, and oxygen consumption is down by 10%. So that's a really good function. Let's just go and paste this one down like that. Should be fine. It's going to be changed to text and images. And then where's the one we select for? That's only edit text. What's going on? Oh, it's our buffs went up 120%. Was wondering what the heck that is, and I'm trying to focus here to actually get the programmable block turned on. So there we go, edit. That's the one I was looking for. So this one is going to be not auto, it should be easy for Easy's inventory manager. Just add that over there. Then the screen should change in the center as well. We're gonna go over to this one, rename it LCD. Just go down and add in the auto LCDs here. There we go. Perfect. Everything should be up and running now. What's up with this? Can't be apps. Do we put it as no content? No, that's interesting. Because it's supposed to show a small text there in the middle, but unfortunately it seems it's not doing that. So this is going to be the one for the doors. Let's go edit, browse scripts, and then just go for the 100% automatic doors. And that is good. Very, very good. Alright, so over to armor blocks first. I think the wall is going to be in black. Yeah, let's do this. And then I think we can go with the sloped one on top here. It is just a little hidden room. So what block do I go with over here? Definitely can't be using that one. Man, the dogs are going crazy again. Hopefully it doesn't make it through. Would be so annoying if it does. Because there's dogs running around here in the street, which is causing a massive problem. I think we can close it off like this. We don't really need to see these generators there at the back. I just know they're there. And it doesn't need to be connected to anything since it's only programmable blocks inside here. The little cargo container that I can just access. Could move it. Anyway, let's get a door down. Now this is going to be in a white color. Do I want to use a centered or do I use a half centered one? Interesting. I think if I add it over this side it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just want to have a decent looking door. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can enter in this side and then exit back out that side. Good. Let's also add the sensor over the side here. Because we're going to need to massively increase the range of this. Just grab a bite to eat there. Got some containers. Oh, you bugger. You were waiting just until I turned around. So we're going to rename this sensor to doors, extend the range to its maximum so that it will reach all over. I think that's good. Then we just have to recompile the script here. Okay, there we go. It should be running now. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So the door opens by itself. I don't have to do it anymore, which is freaking fantastic. So do we add these doors around the entire base here? I've got no idea how I would be able to fit in a window over that side. Or over here. That's gonna be a bit more tricky to do. I think we should be okay. I do want to expand on this room though. So let's go ahead and get everything cut out the way. We're going to see a couple of batteries. And then this conveyor section has to be moved back by one block. Because this is going to be a new wall. And I think I can add another assembly in here. Should be interesting. Just get rid of that though. Oh, I'm busy drilling the wall without getting rid of some material. I think that's good. Let's come and take a look here real quick. I've been waiting for this for so long. It is finally done. Freaking goodness. Alright, that is good. Let me just hide everything. I'm looking for this massive mess here. This is going to be all of the blueprints. So I'm going to need the second tier, the third tier. What else was I busy doing? I know there should be one looking like this. That's supposed to be the third tier. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Got the medical, so we don't need that. I think that's the only ones I really want to do. So let's go and search for the blueprints. Go over to the second hotbar. So then, I think I've got the last tier over there. And maybe I even did that, I'm not even sure. There is just so many to keep track of. We still got weapons to do, so we do have to do the second tier of this one first. Let me just come and grab the components from there. Anyway, it's fine. Let me just get over to my first hotbar. There we go, good. So we should now be able to get the blueprint for the third tier. Just make sure I put it in the correct spot here. Okay, good. Got that as well. Then we still have to get this one. Oh no. How the heck does the boulder repair finish it? Cheeky bugger. Do I even have that? So then blueprints, there's the first tier. Got the second tier, I've got the third tier with me. But why do I have the blueprint then? I've got no idea what's going on here. Anyway, it's done now. Good. Man, I can't wait to get this bloody gravity generator in place. Which one? Which one? Let's just grab this one. Should be good. And since I have to fill up this room as well, let's just add it right there in the corner. Need to grab some steel plate though. Really? Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way that I grabbed everything to build a gravity generator. Let's add it facing in this way. So we still need 6 more gravity components. Over this side, just search for it. I'm gonna add about 100. We're gonna need some more in the future. So this should eventually be welded up by the building repairs. There we go. And after that is done, I don't have to worry about drifting away like that anymore. It's gonna be so freaking fantastic. Come on, just 3 more. Nearly there. So I added the shield controller. This is gonna have to move somewhere else as well. Still got enough power for one day. And the hydrogen is not looking too bad. I've got my hydrogen engines as a backup. What the hell just happened? Why the heck would this thing move over that side? I just want to slow our fall as well to 0.4. Can I not flip this somewhere? Man, that's weird. Yeah, that's definitely flipping us up over that side. Interesting. Alright. Let's just get this broken down, because this is a bit of an issue. So if we are falling over towards the right hand side, yeah, that message is definitely not for us. That's 5k's out. Let's add it over this way then. Maybe have some luck with this, because oh my freaking goodness. Nope, that's still not gonna work. So I'm guessing we have to do it upside down then. What a freaking hassle this freaking gravity generator is. Where do we even add it in then? Just do it in the corner. I just want to get this thing working properly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How can it be so bloody difficult to just get a gravity generator down? And if I added it upside down, that didn't even do anything. Because there's no top, left or right or anything. You know what, let's just grab the original one. See if it's gonna make any difference. Yeah, I've got absolutely no idea what's going on here. Because there was definitely not an option to change it, but I think that's good. Yep, that is perfect. Freaking bugger, that is perfect. So that is only for 150 meters. Only for 150 meters. How far away? That's supposed to be like 40, 50, then it goes up to around 70. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think we need to worry about that. Oh man, that's so good. I can finally run around with absolutely no issues. That is perfect. I just want to drop my weapon in here. No, give me back that food. That is something I still need. Okay, good. So we got programmable block room with the door working. We got O2 H2 generators. I think let's move the oxygen tank as well. We can go with the lab one. Just give me that access port over there. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Which way do we need to flip you? I'm gonna add 3 of them. That should balance it out nice and easy. Because we're definitely gonna go with the slope blocks in here as well. Like I said, I wanted to do this around the corner of each of the building sections. That should be fine. Gonna need to move a couple of things around though, just to get it done. So that one goes in there. Seems if I do that, I'm not gonna be able to get that slope corner like I want to do over this side. So if we just go over to the correct one though, can add that one over that side. It's gonna need one on the other side as well. Then why not make the top of this in white as well? Something like that. Just to add in a bit of contrast there. Yeah, I would like to get these corners in all of the building sections here. So this one has to go over to this first. I think that one might have to move. We'll take a look in a moment. I also need to start working on getting my Viper Mark 2 or 3, I believe. I don't know. It's undergone quite a few changes during the seasons. But it's still my preferred ship. It's an awesome looking thing. And I started doing the blueprint in heavy armor, so that is also going to be so nice. And with the shields up and running, it's going to get quite interesting because we're still going to have enemies spawning even while we do the drone fight. Yeah, this is looking way better. Much better. And I do like the carbon fiber look, really I do. Yeah, that's freaking fantastic. So still got a couple of things to remove over here. That's interesting. Where do I want to break this off? Because it's going to be a bit difficult. We need to add a black colored block in here. Like that, in order to get the archway correct. Yeah, that's perfect. So we do need to remove this entire wall here at the back as well. Oh bugger. There goes my light. Tuck that in there. So this is gonna have to go. Oh boy, I still have a bit of digging to do. Yeah, there's quite a bit of digging to do. The nano drill didn't do everything. Mostly because I removed it in the previous episode, I think. And I just never rebuilt one again. Because it honestly doesn't really matter with the PAM script that we are using for our drillers. Oh, it's so nice. I could just flip around. Okay, so I think what I need to do is just chuck everything in there again. Grab myself some interior plate. Let's see, how do we move everything over here? Man alive, there's so much voxel that I still have to remove. That is nuts. This is where I wanted to go. So let's go and open this up this side. And up until there should be fine. I don't think it should be an issue. Then we can go over to, not the heavy armor. Need to go over to a conveyor junction. I'm just going to add in the normal ones. I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. Can open it over there as well. Add one there in the corner. Yeah, then we can remove this side with this as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Let's remove these other two conveyor sections as well there. Everything should still be connected up. Then we can remove this side. I do want to add in a cargo container in order to access everything there. And let's take a look at adding another assembler, but the default one. I think over there should be perfect. See, the tricky thing is, I think the industrial assemblers, where do they have connection ports? Only on the sides. And then we got the basic assembler with one port, and then the normal assemblers. You know what, let's break this down. Oh man, I'm gonna have to break down these other ones as well. Just chuck everything in there. I'm gonna remove the industrial ones, because we can get quite a few more of the normal ones in place here. And save up quite a bit of space as well. Yeah, these crates are gonna have quite a few components in them. That is fine, just break them all down. Good. Chuck that in there and then grab the assembler. Want to grab a bit more. Alright, so we can either add it this way. Add a module on the front as well as the back there. So let's just go up to there so that we can add the modules in place. You know what? No, I'm gonna need some interior plates as well here. Because I still need to add in a conveyor here. So do we go with the reinforced one just for the looks of it? Oh, I need steel plate for this one, not interior. There we go. Alright, perfect. So that should be the refineries, the container, as well as our wonderful assemblers. Now we got 3 running. Reclaiming rig. That sounds interesting. Right, so I have to go back to my production here. Yeah, we can definitely still do everything. Can we still do the gravity? Yes, we can. Right, that's perfect. So, what do we need? A couple thousand steel plates. Definitely gonna need a lot of metal grids. I'm just gonna select a couple thousand of everything. And I think we should have enough components for that. I'm not gonna worry too much about a jump drive for the moment. Just gonna make a couple hundred of these reactor components for when I do find some uranium. Don't need medical components. We do need some motors as well. Yeah, I think we're good. Could even add another layer of assemblers up top here. I think let's do that as well. So now we got a total of 6 assemblers. And it's also going to be at the correct height for the refineries. Which is also going to be a massive help there. Let's go to the medical station. It's a lot quicker. Should be a lot better. And the civil signals are around quite a bit. But I'm not seeing any more spat popping up today. Cheeky buggers. They are just so annoying. So apparently that is not grinding down. There might be a cause for it. Let's go and take a look real quick. If I go to my build and repair systems. Let's go base builders. Select the whole bunch of them. So I'm going to use ignore color for 300 and 100. That should be good. And that 300 with the 100 we are going to be using as the dismantle color. So with it now being like that, it should have a list for blocks to build as well as blocks to break down. And I see that I need quite a few more batteries as well, so let's get that in there first. It all depends if his inventory is gonna have a different objective in mind and change things around there, but we're good. Power 15 hours, 1.6 million ice left. Hydrogen is about halfway done. Not too bad at all. Yeah, that is definitely not too bad. I'm just glad this freaking gravity generator is working. So then over the side in the middle, there's a couple of things I want to add here as well. Let's grab the inset terrariums here. They're going to be added right here on the side over here. That's going to be the normal one. Then we still got the desert one. And then there was something else. There's an inset planter. Let's grab this as well then. Interesting. And I think from what I saw is there's some trees. So I want to get that in place here. And there's another thing that I want to add over the side. So do I still have enough in order to get a conveyor down? Yes, I do. Right, so there's another thing that I saw, and that's going to be this inset refill station. That looks interesting as well. Got some inset walls. Oh, there's so many things that we can still check. So many things. Just have to make sure that this is going to be correct. There we go. Now we can grab some hydrogen and oxygen right as we come on in. Don't even have to go to the medical station for that. So the next thing was a vivarium. Gonna take the corner one and the normal one here as well. So this one is gonna be the normal. We're gonna add it right over there. And we do have to go over to number 8. And this one is going to go over this way. Just so that we have a bit of trees as well. I would normally never place things like this around, but anyway. Might be a good idea to change things up a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be the best thing ever. That inset refill station is freaking good. Yeah, we can add quite a bit more weapons as well for defense. I'm thinking in the next episode, go and finish closing off the... Oh my goodness, yeah, I forgot. The gravity generator is up and running. I'm gonna add a couple of heavy armor blocks here on my off time. just because I want to get my blueprint remade, and the way that I've been doing it is, let me just show you here. Oh my bugger. I need to slow that down. If I stand right in front of the cryo room, just press Control and B, then eventually it shows up my, oh, the Viper is at Mark 2. Interesting. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. Let's go over to the projector, get it turned on. Then I definitely want to change this over to base 1 now. It's going to be the new blueprint. Just copy it to the clipboard. Then it's going to give me a message that shows that it doesn't support other grids, which is a bit of a problem in the sense that this thing actually started to weld up again. In the sense that I can't get my solar panels and everything rebuilt, so if that gets destroyed by a missile or anything, it is a massive problem. It really is. So it's starting to be broken down, which is freaking fantastic. This is just drifting around here. Let's grab this. So eventually, when this is fully broken down, there's a section here in the middle somewhere that's got a hinge, a rotor and a connector that's connecting the bottom side to the top side over here. So as soon as we get everything broken down, we're gonna have to find another path to bring a connector out from the lower section, but it needs to be in one grid, so that if we add extra weapons with the solar panel, we'll add a defensive structure over here somewhere. I've got no idea what I want to do there, but I'm gonna grab a look at it because I want to have this base well defended. I don't want to be flying out every time in order to get rid of that little spat signal. Oh my goodness, the gravity. To get rid of the spat signal. So it should be interesting if we can do a bit of fighting as we progress along the way to get to the final goal. That's going to be to fight the drones, and that is going to be, I think it's 100 ways we have to do, so it's quite a bit of work. It's going to be quite a bit of work though, but it should be fun. The enemies are definitely going to start spawning. I'll clear out this rubble here, and then we can take a look at getting the roof done in the next episode, and then also see what else we can do, because there's a lot we can still do even before we start building the ship, which we have to do. We're gonna build, I think let's even build a docking area for where the blueprint is gonna be connected up from over here. So we'll take a couple of blocks down, then bring out a massive platform the size of the Viper Mark II, and then we can add a couple of guns to defend it as well as it's being built. I think that might be a good idea. It's going to be a massive project, and then I can also think on what I want to do over here, because I can definitely be breaking down quite a few things here and repurpose it. So I'm going to have to turn off the projector again, then go and, oh my goodness, something spawned. We've got a tuck drone antenna. Interesting. Oh well, anyway, but we can definitely break down and repurpose quite a few things. I think we'll add a bunch of build and repair systems here on the lower side, and then see what we can do in order to fill it up quite a bit, because I don't really need to access anything over here, but it would be nice to have one access point that we can just go and grab some material if we need to, or just drop it down. But yeah, we got a very small little programmable room there. That is actually perfect. I prefer it that way. It needs to be tucked away. It's not really all that important. Then we got our refinement room. Still gonna need to add a light and close off this building in the next episode. But yeah, we are looking good. I still hope you enjoyed, and that I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Alpha Blazed Gamer out.